Yeah, there was only me and sort of Kerry who knew my partner, really.
And how does it affect you now, day to day, or would you say life feels quite normal?
I've never been normal. But
well, I mean, normal for you.
Yeah, normal for me. No, yeah, listen, sometimes you do forget things, and, you know, Kerry does actually run my life now. You know, she runs my diary day to day, you know, telling me where I am and what I'm doing, because you do forget. But I think subconsciously, because you've been told the news, am I overthinking things? Yeah. You know, if I want to know, and probably they've been. But, yeah, you know, God bless her, she'll be in bed watching this now. But she runs my life, and she's got her own business to run. But, yeah, no, she's been brilliant.
You were... I mean, I saw you play at Hull. You're just a legend at Hull City. I mean, the whole city adored you. How did you find it when you finished playing? Because a lot of footballers talk about that, you know, the phone stops ringing, etc., etc.
Yeah, that was the thing, and I think it's a structure thing. You know, when you're getting up every morning, going in the change rooms with 20 lads, having the banter. You speak to any footballer and they said, do you miss playing? Yeah, you do. I play a lot of charity games. We've got a game for Bradford City Legends on Saturday for the Fire, and you do miss playing, but you miss the change room more. The banter, you're waking up every morning, you're having a laugh, you're training all week, you're scoring goals on the weekend, people are shouting your name, and then all of a sudden it stops. Listen, I was very lucky. I retired at 40, I played for 20 years. But yeah, it's very tough. And then
how did that manifest itself?
I struggled because obviously, you know, my dad passed away in 2011. You know, I got divorced, you know, things happened, you know, it was like a snowball effect. And then that's when I started to struggle, really, and that's why, you know, bringing out my second autobiography was probably the hardest thing I've done. I never said I'd do another one. The first one was stressful, but this was even worse, really, and I did it before lockdown, and it came out on Saturday.
And what made you write it? Was it the struggles after retiring?
It was just my friend.
Hitting that low?
Yeah, it was just my friend who said, you know, after football, try helping as many people as I can. Try helping as many people as I can. And when you read the book, I spoke to my friend the other day, and he said, I've read it, he's read it already. And he said, it's very powerful. I had to go to the toilet, and, you know, I started welling up a little bit. He said, it's like, I couldn't believe it. I've known you for years, and I didn't know that, you know, how bad it was. So, yeah, the message is, you know, if you want to read the book, then fine. If you don't, no problem.
Just give us an insight. How bad was it?
Oh, bad. Yeah, I was in a bad place. I was in a bad place. I was drinking very heavily. I've never took drugs, but I was drinking very heavily, 10, 12 pints a day, just going to the pub, because that was my change room. I thought that was the change room that, you know, I've always...
That gave you the routine?
Yeah, I've always, you know, Kerry always says that I'm an attention seeker. I've always wanted attention. When I played football, I loved the attention, I loved the adulation. And
in terms of footballers now who retire, what type of support is there for them? Is there enough?
I don't know. I speak to Josh a lot, and, you know, and I don't really know, to be quite honest with you. You know, like, look after your money, you know, invest your money well, because it's a short career in the sense that I had 20 years, but it just goes like that. And then all of a sudden it stops, you know, so look after your money. You know, I don't know if football clubs do help these young players now, especially with the money in the game now. There's a lot of money in the game. But I say to Josh, he's very screwed. You know, he's clued in, Josh. He's not daft, and he's looked after his money, and just had my first grandchild, so brilliant.
Oh, congratulations. Tell us about Hull City. They didn't have a great season. They, I think, stayed up by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, it's been a struggle, and, you know, the one thing about it is they've stayed in the Championship now. You know, can they invest next year? You know, I don't get to a lot of games now. I was ambassador for 4 years, but I don't, obviously watching Josh and Jordan play football now, so I don't get to a lot of games. But it's been a struggle, but they've stayed up, and that's the main thing now. But I focus more on my children, really. Quite right.
They need Dean Windass back up front.
Well, I don't know about that. But no, but if you do get the book, you know, then obviously it is very powerful, very emotional. I actually won't read it myself, but I can't remember writing it, to be quite honest with you. Pardon the punt, but it's been that long ago. Oh God, it was that long ago, yeah. And then when it came out, and, you know, I actually look at the pictures. That's it. That's as far as I go.
It's lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Thanks for inviting me. Thank you.
And the book, DEANO, Beyond the Final Whistle, is available now.
It is ticking towards 8 o'clock. Let's get the